Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor and welcome back to more Fishing with Crendor. This is episode 15.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's a lot of Fishing with Crendor episodes.
That's a lot. I'm so honored to be here.
Yeah, well, my people might not know who you are unless they've read the title of the video.
That's all I need, really.
Yeah, so today joined by Cryaotic Monkey.
Oh, fucking damn. I am leaving this show.
Cryaotic out of the show. Welcome down.
Thank you. We have not just been talking for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, we've been talking for like 45 minutes.
Might have been. Probably.
Yeah. I'm actually busting out a new character for this fishing. I usually fish on either my goblin or my dwarf, but this one I'm fishing on my druid who has the like gold fishing staff.
What race are we talking here?
He's a Tauren.
Tauren. I had a feeling it was going to be a Tauren.
Yeah.
Dude, Taurens are great. You remember a long time ago, way back when WoW was new and beautiful and fresh, everyone was like, hey, the Taurens, their mount should just be to get on all fours. Do you remember that? You remember that?
That was the Kodo running or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Plains running.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
it's in the official like original OG vanilla WoW manual.
Why is it not in WoW?
Because they changed it in beta or something.
That's stupid.
I know.
It
Or
should
someone
be
in chat.
fired.
It's just he said that one change. Like, I think we should change this. It's just like, you're fired, Jim. Get your stuff and get out. He's just like, haha, I get it's funny. He's like, no, I'm serious. You're fired.
I mean,
Get
the dude who made that change probably not there anymore. It's been over like 10 years.
Yes. What if he is there?
What if it's the head guy of Blizzard now?
Yeah.
That was his saving grace. It's what started his climb of the ladder.
That is a great. It's like, why don't we get rid of that thing and make them like all the other races? Just like, oh my god, that is brilliant.
You are so cool.
You have a raise.
Whatever
You are now the lead of the developer team.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
He went home to his mom, and he was just like, Mom, yes, dear, I did it. And then she shed a tear. And then they never spoke
like a
again.
30-year-old guy goes home to his mom.
Yeah.
I did it, Mom. It's like, how about you get out of my house? So, why don't you tell everybody what you do on the internet?
Generally, I just surf Reddit. I look at people doing things on the internet, and I judge them secretly without saying anything in public. So
I do the same thing.
we maintain a good public image that we are all accepting, but in secret, we poke fun at everything.
Everything imaginable.
Like, do you like strawberries?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. I mean, no. There's always those people where like you'll talk to. There's like, hey, do you like lettuce on sandwiches? I was like, yeah, dude, I love lettuce. Like, I don't.
Whoa.
I hate lettuce on sandwiches.
Do you really?
No, I love lettuce on sandwiches.
I actually quite enjoy the crunch it adds.
Yeah, I love a sandwich with lettuce because it gives it that crunch. It's like another element.
It needs the crunch, otherwise it's just goop.
Yeah, otherwise it's just like a soggy bread. Like,
Yeah.
You know,
You like,
and I like,
you like tomatoes?
I do like tomatoes.
Good. I know a good amount of people who don't.
I do too.
Yeah, but I'm one of the people who do.
Nice.
So I'm glad we both share that same.
It's a bond.
Yeah, we're bonding.
Special bond.
Lettuce and tomato.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
What about mustard?
What kind of mustard?
Just yellow mustard.
Yellow. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I like
down.
yellow mustard too.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of horseradish though.
You see, I like horseradish.
Okay, okay.
We found our broken twig.
That's the wall between us right there. The wall of horseradish.
Just like, all right, you know what? We had a good talk. I'm done now. All right. This is already a very abstract fishing with Crendor. Normally, it takes a very solidified, structured path. We've already gotten outside the box.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't realize there was like a path that we need to follow.
I mean, there isn't a path that we need to follow, and that's what makes this show great. But I'm saying usually we follow the path. Sometimes it's more fun to get off the path. It's like a dirt road.
Okay.
Turns into a cobblestone road, which leads to a kingdom. Yeah.
All right. What are some of the things that we might find on this road?
Definitely trees.
Okay.
Animals like prairie dogs. Squirrels. Rabbits.
This was just some roundabout way of me asking what kind of questions are normally asked on this show.
Oh. Well, normally I ask what you do on the internet. As in like YouTube. I make videos and stuff. Not like browse Reddit. But I mean, you're new here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't expect you to get everything off the first, swing of the bat. You got to take a couple strikes before you hit that home run.
That's true. I mean, no one starts off being the great Bambino. Sometimes they start off being a kid playing the whole totally wrong sport.
Yeah.
And, then he might find his way eventually.
Or there's that, that one guy who hits a home run first at bat. Everyone's like, oh, this guy's amazing. And then, that's it. That's all he ever did. He strikes out every other time. He goes back to the minor leagues. He goes and works at Burger King. But he has that memory.
So he's like that one band that everyone liked for that 1 month.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
The one-hit wonder. He'd be a literal one-hit wonder.
Wow.
He'd have one hit.
Yeah. I never thought about that. I guess that's true, huh?
Yeah.
Man, nice.
And, so what do you do on YouTube?
I play irrelevant things.
Nice.
And sometimes I play mildly relevant things, but however I do them later than normal people would normally expect me to. So when I do get up doing them, I am called a copycat and I need to die in a fire.
Like Facade, for
Yes.
example. Yeah, like
Facade was a great game.
It was a great game. I actually played it like before anyone. I was like a Facade hipster.
Oh, I see. You're one of those.
I played it before PewDiePie played it.
Wow.
And a lot of people on my video, once he played it, were like, "You're copying PewDiePie." And I was like, "No, I put the video out before he put out his video." Yet I still had people being like, "This is unbelievable." And then there were people like, "His voice is so hot." And I was like, "Oh, all right."
That actually reminds me. I watched there was this one video of a guy. So that one Besieged game where they like make contraptions.
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
So there was a collaboration video someone made, and then there was also a link to one of the original videos that they took to put into the collaboration. And I went to the original video for one of the little things in the collaboration, and it was put up like I'd say like a month before the collaboration, something like that. And the in the comment section it said, "You stole this from the collaboration video." And then someone says, "No, look at the date. It was uploaded a month before." And then the person responds with, "Well, maybe it was a year and a month before." So they look at the facts, but they completely deny them regardless for their own beliefs. So
That's creepy, dude.
No matter what you say, you will be copying PewDiePie.
Damn.
Oddly enough, also speaking of Facade, that is, I think, one of my most viewed video is a Facade video.
Really? My most viewed video is like a Facade video. Actually, I think it's my second most now.
Let me look really quick. I have to
All
make
right.
sure so I'm not feeding you false information.
Check both our videos.
All right, I'll check both of our videos. I'm on your channel right now, actually, so I'll check this before you can do that.
I think my most viewed is like Lucky Do Rap or something.
Your most viewed is How to Win at League of Legends.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Yep, and then Facade.
Yeah.
Not bad. Well done.
Not too shabby.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
You made some really good machinos a long time ago.
Thank you.
What happened to you? You changed.
What happened? Yeah, you're not the same. It's like at the same time I'm like, I'm not the same.
It's true.
I've changed.
We have.
We've both changed. We all change. If we haven't changed, we're not growing. If we're not growing, we're stagnant in our abilities.
It's kind of like, do we want to keep wearing the same fucking shirt every day, or do we want to put on a different shirt? You know?
Yeah.
Keep the same shirt on. It's gonna get old and dirty and
Yeah.
worn out.
You'll wash it.
Yeah, don't wash shirts though.
Yeah.
We don't
wash.
Yeah, laundries and meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, my most viewed video is in fact a facade video,
How many views
and
we got?
2.6 million.
Nice.
The best part about this video is, do you remember Amnesia: The Dark Descent?
I do remember that.
Do you remember Alexander, the spooky guy in the game, the main villain man?
Yeah.
I played Facade pretending to be Alexander, and I beat Facade pretending to be Alexander.
What?
I don't know how I did it. I asked for like coop right, and I talked about all the naked men in my castle, and they just went over their crazy problems with each other, and Grace left the building, and Trip was like, Grace, no. But then it gave me the fucking ending screen. I'm like, I have never beaten the game before, but apparently I just have to be a fucked up man from a spooky game, and I'll beat it.
I beat the game.
Yeah?
In my playthrough as well. That's why I got like really viewed, and I think I beat it on my 3rd try.
Nice.
And I don't know how I beat it either. I mean, I wasn't doing what you were doing. I was just kind of like being, just chilling. I was like, yo, this pineapple would look better over here. And they were like, you always do this, Grace. You always, god damn it. And I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, it looked better where it was. I'd like take it and put it back over there. I was like, yeah, you know what? It really brings out the room this way. And she's like, Eric, what did you say? Oh yeah, she would always say my name. She was like, Eric. She's like, what are you doing over there, Eric? I was like, what are you,
She's like
what are you
scratching
saying?
a DJ.
And then just like, I kept doing stupid things like that. And then they're just like, you know what? I think our marriage is saved. And I was like, wait, what? What?
Did you save their marriage?
Yeah.
No way.
It was so. They're just like, thanks, you can leave now. And I was like, okay.
Did you take the pineapple with you?
I should have. I remember towards the end, I just like picked up the phone. I'm like, I'm gonna call for pizza. You guys want anything? And she's just like, God, I just wanted to be an artist. She's like, I painted that. And he's like, whoa, you painted that? And I was like, looks pretty shit. It's like a kindergartner drew it. And she's like, yes, I'm an artist. I love that. I wish people made more games like that.
Oh, absolutely. I would play the fuck out of that.
I would too.
It is such a bad game, but in the best way. It is the most enjoyable train wreck to watch. It's like a train wreck filled with a bunch of stuffed animals, filled with littler stuffed animals.
Yeah.
So when they bust open, you see even other little ones. It's just great. Oh god, I want to play it again now.
I know.
I'm gonna have a 24-hour facade stream. It's because this.
I haven't even been fishing. I've just been staying here.
Oh shit, you are terrible at fishing.
All right. So this is supposed to be about World of Warcraft generally.
Oh fuck.
So.
Okay.
How did you ever play World of Warcraft?
Yeah, absolutely. I played during the original vanilla beta. Up until I actually quit WoW right before I started YouTube.
Oh, really?
So YouTube took over all the time WoW took from me.
Is that like Wrath?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, what got you it started? What got you started in just the general gaming field?
The general gaming field?
General gaming field.
Well, oh, you see, the Mario Brothers, them they real me in there. I like the fish you're reeling right there too. You mean like PC gaming or just gaming in general?
Just gaming in general.
Oh, well,
PC gaming.
My mom was a terrible parent, so she just bought me a console and stuck me in front of it as a child. And I played a lot of Sega. Went on to Nintendo 64. Dude, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Rocket, Robot on Wheels for the Nintendo 64.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my babysitter as a kid. That was a great game.
Wait, and what was it called?
Rocket Robot on Wheels.
Have I don't know.
You might have. It's very possible. Let's see if you remember the jingle. Do do do. Do 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 do. Remember that? Is that a thing at all, or is that just me making up words?
I think that's just you making up.
It happens. It's fine. It was a red cartridge, if that helps too.
I don't think I had a red cartridge.
Oh, okay, you're missing out then.
Robot on Wheels.
You're not fishing as you're looking this up, man.
Oh, I had a 9 out of 10 on IGN.
Oh yeah, it was a great game. It was wonderful.
I don't think I ever played this game.
Wow. Give it a shot, man. Next Let's Play of yours.
Rocket Robot on
Do it. Nintendo 64 games.
Oh, Chameleon Twist.
Whoa.
I played that game.
That's an oldie.
I also played Rampage World Tour.
That was a great game as well.
Yeah, that was a great game. Did they ever make a new Rampage?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I think that was the last Rampage they made. I think just because they realized that they made the pinnacle of Rampage.
That's a great game. I love that game.
Me too.
I remember we were at my friend's house. Or no, I guess he wasn't. It was kind of like a kid I knew at school, and he had a birthday. And so he invited all the kids from school, but nobody was like, like we went because our parents made us go.
Right.
So they were like, that kid doesn't have friends. You gotta call his.
Oh, that kid.
Yeah, that
right.
kid.
Okay.
And so he's like, I have Rampage World Tour. And we were like, oh, shit, dude. And so, like, everybody there just played that the whole time.
The good birthday party.
I remember his mom was like, does anyone want to do their reading homework? Because you guys got reading homework today.
Wow.
I was like, this is a birthday party.
What the fuck?
It's like, I'm not going to do homework. I don't do my homework anyway.
At a birthday party?
Yeah, at a birthday party.
What the hell, Mom?
This is when the kid had no friends. You feel sorry for him in that aspect, you know?
He had Rampage, though.
Yeah, he had Rampage.
I feel sorry
though.
for it.
Yeah.
Everything was just negated by that fact.
Yeah, it did negate the whole homework thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Let's just talk about how you got into like Warcraft. Did you play the original like RTS games first?
Did, however, I played that after I played a little bit of WoW. See, the whole deal was, when I was a kid, I was a terrible student.
Right.
And I went to summer school because I always slept through class.
Mm-hmm.
And I met this kid in summer school who was this fucking asshole. However, he told me about this game called CounterStrike.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I need something to do with my life. Grandma, give me a computer. And she's like, okay. And so I got a computer and I got CounterStrike and I played CounterStrike and I was so bad. However, I joined the server and I made this great group of friends. Really, really weird old people. Sometimes they get drunk and tell me stories of when they were kids. And I was like fucking 14.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with like 40-year-olds. It was great.
It's like, I remember the back of the day. I actually had that same experience, except I played America's Army.
Ah, that'll do it. I tried to get into that, but I realized I was really bad at that too.
But I remember I played with like a bunch of like old guys like used to be in the army and were reliving their army days, and they'd just be like, I could go to Bravo Tango Foxtrot.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Grenade. And I just like kill one of them. And he's like, oh shit, man, got me down. I swear he had like a smoker. Like he used to smoke like 80 cigarettes a day.
I remember playing Battlefield servers with people like that. Those are the best fucking times.
I know.
I love those people.
It's like, I think back to then, and like I was just a dumb like kid back then, like either in junior high or like high school or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh man, I can play this game all day. And I like didn't even realize like those guys had like families and like jobs and stuff. And I'm like, why aren't you guys like playing all the time? They're just like, we got responsibilities. I'm like, responsibilities? It's for squares, man.
You had no concept of like monetary value or anything.
It's just like, I just sit here all day and play video games and have to go to school. That kind of sucks.
Oh man, that's why all the younger kids are so much better at games than like older people, man. They just can just play it so much longer.
Yeah, it's
Unfair.
like it as you get older, like the whole like making a living and like keeping that going and like having, it's like it warps your mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
The man warps your mind. It brings you down.
And a lot of the time, it makes you very bitter.
Yeah.
Which is why Total Biscuit's around.
Yeah. Total Biscuit.
I love the guy, but he's such a bitter biscuit sometimes.
You should tweet that at him. Like, you gotta be a bitter biscuit, man. He'll appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Don't do that. If you do, say it was crazy.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just realized I never actually finished what I was talking about CounterStrike for. I apologize. I met this group of people. One of them, they were a Canadian ginger who drank a lot.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, he was the kind of guy who listened to like Alice in Chains and all this like grungy stuff. Really great guy though. Another dude, he had a lot of coke problems.
Mm-hmm.
One dude, alcoholic grandpa. Who else? One dude, he was a psychotic juggalo.
Right.
He was great, but we all loved to pick on him to the point of tears.
Ah.
And I felt really bad afterwards, but I just did it anyway.
Helped really shape you as a person.
Absolutely. and they're like, with this group of people, we just want to try some different games out because we're all buddies and stuff. So we went through some free to play MMOs, and then the ginger Canadian was like, "Hey, you ever heard of this game World of Warcraft that's coming out? I saw it on the magazine here." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then we all signed up for the beta, and we were just hooked. And then I don't know what happened, but I ended up on a different server than all of them, and we fell apart.
Oh.
But I went to a PvP RP server, and I had never heard of RP, didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And I was just, being a PvP guy. I went to Goldshire, and there was just some people doing this thing where they were RPing, and they were just so friendly, and I just stood around and watched them for a while, and I realized, wait a second, this is actually kind of nice. They're not being like calling me bad words and making me feel bad about my life.
Some idiot.
Exactly.
Can't hit the button right.
Exactly. So I hung out with them, and I learned how to RP from them. This was Emerald Dream server, by the way, in case I didn't mention that. And I learned how to RP from them, and this is where it gets fun. During Burning Crusade was about to launch, and they opened up a few new servers, and I picked a server to go on that was new because I wanted to make a Blood Elf with my friends and switch over to Horde because we were Alliance.
Yeah.
So we went to the new server, Moonguard. I was one of the initial Moon Guardians.
Oh my god.
I was so unaware of what was to come. I was an innocent cinnamon bun, and I was ready. Oh my, and
you were an OG Moon Guardian.
I was an OG Moon Guardian. I was there before Moonguard happened. That Moonguard.
You're like the people talking about the Dust Bowl. The old history documentaries, like, and then the dust came.
Exactly. The thing is, Moonguard was fucking great for the longest time. It was a very small server. Like, there was no problems. I ended up hating Blood Elves terribly. I thought they were stupid. So I rolled an Orc Warrior named Cry. I got the name Cry, and I was really happy. And I had never really had a max level character by that point. But I got the name Cry, so I'm like, you know what? I have this cool fucking name.
Is it like Cry, like CRY or KRY?
Yeah, CRY.
Yeah.
I got that name. And I realized I had to level this character up and make something of my worthless internet life. So I leveled up. I became one of the most well-known warriors on the server. Horde side anyway, because on Alliance side there was some crazy bitches like Terrell, who was like some Draenei warrior with like a bunch of Healadins with him all the time.
It's probably like watching this video like,
oh, absolutely. You fucker.
That was me.
I hung out with this one good dude, Velaros. He became my heal bot for arenas because they were new. They just happened. And we just dominated the fucking arena scene for a while. We two-manned world bosses. Two to four man. Like Alliance, like city bosses, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we made a name for ourselves. It was like Crying the 3 V's was the name that they gave us when we rolled into town, into Westfall and all that shit. It was weird.
You're like a hit band.
Pretty much.
Crying the 3 V's is coming to town.
Yeah, it was me, Velaros, Valo, and Vasp. That was it. I forgot the last one because he turned out to be a huge dick to everybody at the end. Still.
It's always one.
Yep, there's always one. He got a little bit weird.
Hmm.
But yeah, I made some really weird like infamy name for myself on that server. And then I realized I was super fucking bored of everything and I quit.
Hmm.
And then I needed something to do with my time. So my girlfriend at the time said, "Hey, this game Amnesia looks pretty spooky. You should record it and let me see it so I can laugh at you." And I did that. And then for some reason, other people saw it and it just kind of kept going.
Wow.
That was my WoW career in a nutshell in the beginning of the YouTube thing.
It's really WoW led into YouTube.
It did, which is really weird.
That's-
Also, WoW also led me into 2 relationships that turned out that the female was actually dudes. So that was cool.
What?
I forgot that mention that part.
Dude, you tell.
Well, you see, being the bubbling orc warrior I was,
Right.
I did a lot of Alterac Valley things like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just doing the things, and there was a female blood elf mage named Rainion,
Mm-hmm.
who maybe I shouldn't be mentioning their names.
Yeah, just their name was Jeff.
Their name was Rainion. Fuck it. But I said doing my thing, and they kept following me. So I hit him up. We just started talking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they got all like intimate and shit because when you talk to someone for so long and you're a hormonal teenager,
Yeah.
things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So after a few months of this, they actually stopped talking to me for like out of the blue, and they would never respond to me. And then it turns out that they stopped talking to me because of like my infamy of being like well known on the server. I had a lot of enemies I wasn't aware of, and they shat on them constantly just for even interacting with me because they just hated my guts for being alive.
Oh.
So they broke that lovely relationship that I found out a few months later he was actually a dude anyway. So that was cool.
Oh.
And the funny thing is, I met someone through that person who also turned out to be a guy. So that was fun.
How long was it before you discovered
Um,
we're being catfished here?
About 6 months, I'd say.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. I've had a really weird internet life. But, that's okay. I think it builds chest hair.
Yeah.
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 I hear you.
Yeah,
I
man.
hear you.
Thanks for hearing me, man.
No problem.
All right, what are we talking about again?
Good question. I remember you said you played some free-to-play MMOs. What did you play with those?
Oh, goodness. Oh, you're expecting me to remember names. Okay, God. I just went around, like, all the earlier ones. I also did a lot of, like, just free-to-play games in general, like Grand Chase, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, God damn, I wish I remembered names. I want to say it was something that involved like a whole lot of like hardcore like factor. It was like talking about how hardcore it was and cool, and like it had like an X in its name, I think.
X Sephiroth X.
Yes, the MMO.
You ever play MU Online?
MU Online. Let me look here.
It's kind of like a Diablo type game.
Actually, I think I've. Okay. This is literally Diablo.
Yeah, it's pretty much like Korean grindy Diablo.
I have not actually played this. I've heard of it a lot though.
Yeah, it was
I
like
always saw
the
it.
first MMO I played before WoW.
Right.
And I'd never played an MMO before, so I was like, what is this type of game?
Oh.
And I played it and I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. You get stat points.
Yeah.
You get like gear. And you just killed, oh my god, you progressed through the worlds? And I was just like blown away. And that was all I did in like 8th grade.
That reminds me, actually, my first actual MMO was Whispers in Akara. That was, oddly enough, a very small game made by the dude who is head of Minecraft now.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't know how the fuck that happened. That just happened out of nowhere. But yeah, Jens Bergenstein or whatever. Yeah, the Jens guy who's head of fucking Minecraft now, Minecraft developer.
Yeah.
he made Whispers in Akara, which was a really old school 2D MMO with it had like really weird fucking people in it. But it was just so different because like you said, you'd never played a game like that before.
Yeah.
Like learned that, you could play with a bunch of different people at once, you could level up. Everything just seemed so new and exciting. You didn't know what the fuck was gonna go on.
Yeah.
And I just had the grandest time. And then it died. They just killed the servers. And I was so sad.
That is really sad.
I was so upset, dude.
It's like like a pet dying or something.
Yeah. I just was remembered of another game, actually. I think it was called EUO. It was another MMO. It was like a 2D Ultima Online that you moved with like numpad and shit like that.
Whoa.
And the weirdest part about it was the admins always just sat in town, and you could like level up certain aspects to be like overpowered as hell. So I was a rogue who ganked a lot of people, and I ended up ganking an admin one time, and he got really mad at me. He got so mad, but I kicked his bitch ass, so it was okay. Yeah, it's called EUOtopia, but it's all one word. That's what I played. It's still around apparently too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You should play that in one of your videos where you play irrelevant games.
Wow. I mean, I won't. But...
Thanks for the idea.
That's great. Yeah, I would try to get back into it a few years ago actually, but I couldn't.
Not the same.
Well, I think the problem is it is the same. Because I don't know how the fuck I moved with a numpad like that.
Yeah.
There was just so many like key commands. It's kind of like learning Dwarf
same,
Fortress again.
But I'm not the same.
Exactly. I am a different person.
Yeah.
Why did it not change with me like the Muppets did?
Yeah.
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 Damn it. Where's the drug humor?
Permanently. Huh?
Good one.
Yeah, where are we?
I don't know where we've been for a while now.
Me either. This is normally where the part of the show where I say like, you got any like really good WoW memories? I know you've already talked about some amazing memories, but do you have any other memories?
Good WoW memories. Probably when I learned that an RP relationship was not the same as a normal relationship. That was a very in my teen years, that was like a life-changing experience.
Yeah.
As I woke up one morning really early to find my RP girlfriend and finding them crouching on top of another individual in bed. And I was just like, no. I was just devastated that whole day at school. I went to school and everyone was like, what's wrong? Like, just tired. But I wasn't just tired. Oh no.
Witnessed something that day.
That's like walking in on your parents. Like it's that altering of the mind.
Like you even, it was that mind. You remember that day. You remember.
Oh,
being
absolutely.
In school. You remember the smells.
Yeah, and it hurt. It hurt so much, but in hindsight, I don't know why I gave a fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're like, you just became a teenager. You just went through the pubescence.
Yeah.
And you have all those hormones flying around.
Absolutely.
Cause and acne.
100%.
Change in your body, and you're just like, I love this person in the video game. And they cheated on me.
Exactly.
It's that one.
And I'm pretty sure that was also a dude.
It probably was.
Probably.
It probably was.
Yeah, that happened. Did you by chance yourself have any weird RP background experiences as well?
No,
or?
no.
Oh,
You
okay.
kidding me?
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but no, I never got into the RP world.
Oh, you missed out.
I did miss out. I feel like I there's that missing puzzle piece, but I can't go back.
Yeah, there's no way.
You
You can't just try it now.
Yeah, I'd be like, my mind is too developed and jaded by the world.
It had
back
to be
then. I was
still
just
fresh.
kind of like, woohoo! Wow, what's happening?
Exactly.
I was just watching cartoons and all these things are going on.
Why is my dick hard?
All right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know where we go from there.
I don't know either. This is your show, man. You have the carriage controls.
All right. You know,
Yeah.
it's man.
It is, man.
It's man.
It's man.
If that is edited out, then
Oh,
you know,
editing.
yeah.
you do
know,
that?
Not a lot of times I'll be like, edit that out, me, and then that me saying edit that out, me is still in there because I just didn't edit it.
Nice.
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to think what else we could talk about. I feel like it was a pretty solid discussion.
Pretty good coverage.
There's the Yu-Gi-Oh thing we were talking about. I like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's always something that's gonna be incredibly confusing nowadays.
Yeah,
All the crazy things they have now.
I know.
Yeah. Like, do you know what a synchro summon is?
No.
Me either.
You know what a blue eyes white dragon is?
Yes.
Me too.
How about an XYZ summon?
No.
Same here. Now, I haven't even gotten into the pendulum shit.
Oh my.
Pendulum summons. Nothing.
Back in my day,
nothing.
we used to just summon a card.
I know. Back in my day, you tribute one monster if it is a 5 or 6 star, and if it is 7 or higher, you must tribute 2.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or there was the fusion. That's about as confusing as it got.
And he had
That's- yeah.
poly whatever it was called.
Polymerization.
Polymerization.
Yeah. But
It had the little
that's-
orange dragon spinning around, little
Yeah.
thingy. That was good shit.
Yeah, that's not I mean, it's still used, but there's far more complex things going on in the works these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least Time Wizard's still around though. That's good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you remember that little fucker?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's a good place to really wrap it up. So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put your links in the description.
Oh, okay. Make sure to put my links in the description.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that
Oh,
just for you.
thanks. Make sure to put in all capital letters so they know it's serious.
All right. Yeah.
But
I'll make
yeah.
sure.
don't be too overbearing. So keep like at least 2 of them not capital.
All right. Okay. At least 2.
At least 2.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me.
Oh, no problem, man.
Yeah.
We were gonna do this like a week ago.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, over a week ago actually.
Yeah,
now that I
we
think
were.
about it, but I think I've been like really busy.
Yeah, me too. So
Oh yeah, you've been busy too, so it's not just me.
I actually have been busy. Normally when I say that I haven't been busy at all, I'm just kind of like, man, I've had so many things to do. And then I'm just like playing League of Legends.
Oh yeah.
God, solo queue.
Oh, I hear that's very stressful.
It is very stressful.
Oh man, I had years of League of Legends under my belt, and I just haven't gone back. It's just too scary.
It's a drug.
It
once
looks
you
like it is a
start,
drug.
It's just you're just like, who are all these new champions? This is stupid. And you're like, oh wait, well, you know, he's a cool champion. Maybe I'll play him. And then like before you know it, you're just like, why would you pick Rek'Sai in the top lane when he's a perfectly good jungler? He's
Exactly. When I first started, that Jin Zhao was the newest champion. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I started way back. I remember Mordekaiser was the first guy that came out when I played.
That was my favorite guy for the longest time.
Mordekaiser. That's like 90-year-old Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser.
I mean, you almost got it. That's pretty much it.
Mordekaiser.
There you go. That's it. Nailed it. They should
That's
get you for the new voice worker.
Yeah, they really should.
Yeah, man. Good on you, man.
Ring me up.
You'll be Gangplank also if you want.
Yo, whoa, whoa. A bottle of rum. Look at that. I can do all the voices. I'll do all of them.
You can do Lily.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Uncle Chet.
I went up the octave scale.
You did. The easiest one though, I think you could probably pull off as Ramus.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. Cut it. Wrap. Send it to internet. Fuck.
Right. Yeah.
There.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm glad I suggested that voice to you. You found your calling.
I did.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
right.
I never know how to end these. I'm just gonna do some Ramus voices here.
All right. Cool.
Right.
That's good. Here, we can both do them if you want.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.